Take off your shoes right now and flip them over. Look at the soles carefully. Are both sides wearing down evenly? Or is one side noticeably more worn than the other? Most people glance at this, shrug, and assume it is just a walking habit. After watching this video, you will never look at your shoe soles the same way again, because the way your shoes wear down is not a random pattern. It is your body's silent report card, showing exactly how your spine, pelvis, knees, and hips are holding up with every single step you take. Research across orthopedic and biomechanics fields has confirmed that people with asymmetric shoe wear show significantly higher rates of chronic low back pain, pelvic misalignment, and spinal curvature issues. Even more striking, studies show that approximately 90% of adults have some degree of leg length difference, and this asymmetry directly tilts the pelvis and imprints itself onto shoe soles over time. Today, I will walk you through 5 shoe wear patterns, what each one reveals about your body, and what you can start doing at home today to correct the damage before it gets worse. First, understand why shoes reflect your body's condition. Every step you take sends impact forces from your foot upward through your ankle, knee, hip, pelvis, and spine in sequence. When your body is properly aligned, that force distributes evenly across both sides. When your pelvis tilts, your spine curves, one leg functions shorter than the other, or your arches collapse, all that force shifts to one side. Your shoe sole records every one of those imbalanced steps. The first pattern is when one entire shoe wears down significantly faster than the other. This is the most telling of all 5 patterns. When one whole shoe consistently wears more than its pair, it means more body weight is landing on that side with each step. The most common cause is a functional leg length difference, where the pelvis tilts to one side, making one leg work shorter or longer than the other, even if the actual bone lengths are close. Research shows that adult degenerative scoliosis, meaning spinal curvature that develops in adulthood, affects an estimated 38% of the population, and many people carry this condition without ever being diagnosed. The second pattern is excessive wear on the outer heel. Some outer heel wear is completely normal, since the heel naturally strikes the outside edge first when walking. But when one side wears the outer heel dramatically faster, or both, outer heels wear down far more than the rest of the sole. This points to supination, bow-legged alignment, or outward foot rotation. This wear pattern concentrates force on the outer knee cartilage and overloads the iliotibial band, the connective tissue, running from the hip to the knee, which commonly leads to chronic outer knee pain and accelerated knee joint degeneration. The third pattern is excessive wear on the inner edge of the sole. This is the classic footprint of overpronation, the condition where the foot rolls inward excessively, with each step commonly associated with flat feet. When the arch collapses inward, the knee follows, adding stress to the inner knee cartilage. Studies consistently link overpronation with higher rates of medial knee osteoarthritis and chronic low back pain. When the foot collapses inward, the pelvis tips forward, increasing the lumbar curve and driving tension into the lower back muscles. If your inner soles wear fast and you experience regular low back pain, the connection between your arches and your pelvis deserves immediate attention. The fourth pattern is heavy wear on the forefoot only. Normal walking mechanics move weight from the heel through the midfoot and push off from the ball of the foot, when only the front of the shoe wears heavily. The most common cause is a rounded upper back, where forward posture shifts the body's center of gravity forward and loads the forefoot. Tight calf muscles or a shortened Achilles tendon also prevent proper heel contact, forcing a front heavy gait. Importantly, if only one shoe shows heavy forefoot wear, while the other does not, this asymmetric dragging pattern can indicate neurological weakness on one side, and should be evaluated by a physician without delay. The fifth pattern is concentrated wear directly under the center of the heel. While some heel wear is normal, rapid wearing directly at the heel's center point can indicate a high arched foot, or cavus foot, which has reduced shock absorption capacity. Instead of distributing impact throughout the foot, a high arch concentrates force at the heel and ball, increasing the risk of plantar fasciitis, stress fractures, ankle instability, and over time, Joint degeneration moving upward through the knee and spine. Now understand why these patterns matter far beyond just foot discomfort. The pelvis is the structural foundation of your entire spine. When it sits level, the vertebrae stack naturally in their correct S-curve above it. When the pelvis tilts even a few degrees to one side, the lumbar spine compensates by curving in the opposite direction. The thoracic spine curves back the other way, and the entire spinal column twists in a chain reaction. Each vertebral disc in that chain receives uneven pressure. Over months and years, the overloaded side of each disc wears down faster, eventually leading to herniated discs, spinal stenosis, and chronic nerve pain. Pelvic imbalance also strains the hip joints, causing premature cartilage wear on the overloaded side. It can affect the organs supported by the pelvic floor, contributing to digestive problems and chronic muscle fatigue in the lower back. The tilt travels upward, creating uneven shoulder heights, neck tension, and recurrent headaches. Here are 3 quick self-checks you can do right now. Stand naturally in front of a mirror and compare your shoulder heights. Then place your hands on the top ridges of your hip bones on both sides, and feel whether one side sits higher. Any visible difference between sides is worth paying attention to. Next, stand with feet together and bend slowly forward with straight knees. Have someone look at your back from behind or take a photo. If one side of your upper or lower back is more prominent than the other when you are bent forward, this is a classic sign of spinal curvature. Finally, close your eyes and march in place for 50 steps. Open your eyes and check how far you have moved and in which direction. A well-aligned body stays roughly in place, drifting consistently to one side. Indicates tighter muscles or greater imbalance on that side. Here are 3 corrective exercises you can start today. The first is the cat-cow stretch. Get on your hands and knees with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Breathe in while dropping your belly toward the floor, and lifting your head and tailbone up. Breathe out while rounding your spine toward the ceiling, and tucking your chin and tailbone down. Perform this slowly 10 times for 3 sets daily. This mobilizes every spinal segment, releases back muscle tension, and gently begins restoring spinal flexibility. The second is the single knee to chest stretch. Lie flat on your back. Pull one knee gently toward your chest with both hands and hold for 20 seconds. Keep the opposite leg relaxed and extended. Alternate sides 3 times each. This targets the hip flexors and glutes that directly influence pelvic tilt, and helps restore symmetry between the 2 sides of the pelvis. The third is the glute bridge. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Breathe out and slowly lift your hips until your shoulders, hips, and knees form a straight line. Hold for 3 seconds and lower slowly. Perform 10 repetitions for 3 sets daily. The gluteal muscles are the primary stabilizers of pelvic position. Strengthening them directly pulls the pelvis back toward neutral. If one side feels noticeably weaker during this exercise, that imbalance is worth addressing with extra attention on the weaker side. Follow this 7-day plan starting today. On days 1 and 2, examine 2 or 3 pairs of your most worn shoes, and identify which of the 5 patterns apply to you. Perform the mirror and forward bend self-checks. On day 3, begin the cat-cow stretch and knee to chest stretch. On day 4, add the glute bridge. Note whether one side feels weaker. On day 5, inspect the condition of your daily shoes. Shoes with collapsed cushioning or severe uneven wear should be replaced immediately, since wearing damaged shoes continues, reinforcing the imbalance your body is already fighting. On day 6, walk consciously with feet pointed straight forward. Splayed feet or inward pointing toes both alter pelvic loading. A single day of mindful walking reveals how deeply these habits run. On day 7, if you have had hip, knee, or low back pain lasting more than 3 months alongside significant uneven shoe wear, make an appointment with an orthopedic specialist or physical therapist for gait analysis and body alignment assessment. Your shoe soles are honest. They record what your body has been doing for years. The worn-down rubber under your foot is telling you something important right now. The question is whether you will choose to listen. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone dealing with back or knee pain. Leave a comment telling me which of the 5 patterns you found on your shoes today. More health information is waiting for you in the next video. Thank you for watching and take care of that spine.